On April 15, 1452, in the quiet village of Vinci, Italy, a child was born who would one day become the very definition of a Renaissance man. Leonardo di Piero da Vinci was the illegitimate son of a wealthy notary and a peasant woman. Despite his humble beginnings, young Leonardo showed an insatiable curiosity about the world around him. He spent his childhood roaming the Tuscan countryside, sketching birds in flight, studying the flow of water, and dissecting plants to understand their structures. Unlike other children, he was not content with simply observing. He wanted to know why. From a young age, Leonardo's artistic talent was undeniable. His sketches of animals and nature were astonishingly lifelike, capturing movement and detail beyond his years. His father, recognizing his potential, arranged for him to apprentice under the master artist Andrea del Verrocchio in Florence, the artistic heart of the Renaissance. There, Leonardo's world expanded, and he was introduced to painting, sculpture, mechanics, and engineering. Yet, even as he mastered traditional techniques, Leonardo's mind was always pushing further, questioning. By his early 20s, Leonardo da Vinci had already surpassed his master. His ability to capture human expression and movement made his work almost lifelike. But painting alone did not satisfy him. He viewed art as a science, dissecting cadavers to understand anatomy, studying light and shadow to create depth, and developing new painting techniques that would revolutionize the Renaissance. His most famous works, including The Last Supper and Mona Lisa, were not just paintings, they were windows into the soul. His sketches of human anatomy were so advanced that they would later be used in medical studies centuries after his death. Yet, Leonardo was notorious for never finishing his projects. His mind was always moving ahead to the next great idea. In Florence, he worked alongside some of history's greatest minds, including Michelangelo and Raphael, but he was not limited to just art. His notebooks were filled with blueprints for flying machines, war devices, bridges, and even an early concept of a robot. Leonardo was more than an artist. He was a visionary who saw the future centuries before it arrived. Leonardo da Vinci's brilliance extended far beyond the world of art. He was an engineer, architect, and inventor centuries ahead of his time. His notebooks, written in mirror script to prevent others from stealing his ideas, contained designs for machines that would not be built until the modern age. He envisioned flying machines inspired by birds, early concepts of parachutes, diving suits, and even armored tanks long before they became a reality. One of his most remarkable designs was the aerial screw, a precursor to the modern helicopter. His studies of water led him to design intricate canal systems, while his fascination with human anatomy helped him understand how muscles and tendons worked, making him one of the earliest pioneers of biomechanics. Despite his incredible ideas, many of Leonardo's inventions were never built in his lifetime. Technology simply had not caught up to his genius. Yet his vision remained preserved in thousands of pages of sketches and notes, waiting to be rediscovered by future generations. His mind was not bound by his era. He lived in the future while creating in the past. Of all his masterpieces, none is more famous than the Mona Lisa. Painted between 1503 and 1506, this portrait of a woman with an enigmatic smile has captivated the world for centuries. But who was she? Some believe she was Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a wealthy Florentine merchant. Others speculate she was a self-portrait of Leonardo himself, transformed into a woman. Some even suggest she was an idealized vision of beauty, not based on any real person at all. What made the Mona Lisa extraordinary was Leonardo's technique. He perfected a method called sfumato, blending colors so smoothly that there were no visible brushstrokes. Her eyes seem to follow the viewer, and her slight smile holds expression that changes depending on the angle from which she is viewed. But Leonardo never delivered the painting to its commissioner. Instead, he carried it with him for years, continuously refining it, as if searching for something within the canvas. Today, the Mona Lisa sits behind bulletproof glass in the Louvre, visited by millions who seek to unlock her secrets. She remains a testament to Leonardo's obsession with perfection and the mysteries of the human soul. In 1516, Leonardo da Vinci left Italy and traveled to France, where he was invited to the court of King Francis I. He spent his final years in a beautiful manor house, Chateau du Clos-Luz, where he continued to dream, sketch, and explore new ideas. The king treated Leonardo with great respect, calling him the father of all artists. Yet, Leonardo knew his time was running out. On May 2, 1519, at the age of 67, Leonardo da Vinci passed away, leaving behind thousands of pages of notebooks and some of the most famous works of art in history. Though he was buried in France, his spirit would never rest. His ideas, inventions, and artistic achievements shaped the modern world, influencing everything from aeronautics to medicine. To this day, Leonardo remains the ultimate symbol of human potential, proof that curiosity, imagination, and relentless pursuit of knowledge can change the world forever. The final years, a legacy beyond time. In his later years, Leonardo moved to France at the invitation of King Francis I. There, he continued to work on scientific studies and artistic projects, though his physical health declined. He brought Mona Lisa with him, a painting he considered his masterpiece. It remained in his possession until his death in 1519. Leonardo's legacy is immeasurable. His notebooks, filled with ideas centuries ahead of his time, have influenced fields ranging from aerodynamics to robotics. His artistic masterpieces continue to captivate audiences worldwide. He was the epitome of a Renaissance genius, an artist, scientist, and visionary who forever changed the way humanity perceives the world. Final years and death, a legacy that lives on. Leonardo spent his final years in France under the patronage of King Francis I. He passed away on May 2, 1519, at the Château du Clos-Luz. His influence continued to grow, shaping generations of artists, scientists, and engineers. His notebooks, filled with brilliant ideas, serve as a testament to his genius. Today, Leonardo da Vinci remains the ultimate symbol of creativity and innovation. In 1516, Leonardo da Vinci left Italy and traveled to France, where he was invited to the court of King Francis I. He spent his final years in a beautiful manor house, Château du Clos-Luz, where he continued to dream, sketch, and explore new ideas. The king treated Leonardo with great respect, calling him the father of all artists. Yet, Leonardo knew his time was running out. On May 2, 1519, at the age of 67, Leonardo da Vinci passed away, leaving behind thousands of pages of notebooks and some of the most famous works of art in history. Though he was buried in France, his spirit would never rest. His ideas, inventions, and artistic achievements shaped the modern world, influencing everything from aeronautics to medicine. To this day, Leonardo remains the ultimate symbol of human potential, proof that curiosity, imagination, and relentless pursuit of knowledge can change the world forever.